Let me then turn to Nancy Sebring, Superintendent of Des Moines Public Schools. Again, starting in July 2006 as our district superintendent. Prior to that, she was Deputy Superintendent of the Douglas County School District in Colorado. She was a teacher in Madrid and Nevada, and the Human Resources Coordinator in Humboldt.
Thank you, and thank you both for being here today. This is a very important conversation for us because we are trying very hard to assist in developing the vision for education that will help all students succeed and be prepared for whatever comes next after they graduate from high school, whether that be higher ed or the workplace. I do also have a question for you. We have a very supportive business community in the city of Des Moines, and I have said many times when I have the opportunity to speak publicly that this city has not abandoned its public school system. We are much stronger because of the strength that we have in the community and the belief that they have about public education. Talk a little bit about the role of the community in supporting schools and how you envision that expanding in the future.
First of all, I just want to commend your business community for staying the course, and it is so hugely important. I think, parental engagement, we're thinking about a lot and trying to figure out how best to encourage that. The business community, the philanthropic community, the religious community, nonprofit, social service agencies. To me, in education, nobody gets a pass. This has to be all hands on deck. We have to get dramatically better. Iowa has a pretty good, actually very good graduation rate. But unfortunately, around the country, our dropout rate is 27% in the country. We're losing 1.2 million students a year to the streets. That is economically unsustainable and morally unacceptable. And so we all have to do more. We all have to do better. Schools live in communities. Schools can't become world-class by themselves. Everybody has to step up. So we're trying to do a couple things. In our FY11 budget, we have unprecedented resources, and we're putting more money into competitive resources, which is sometimes a little controversial. But what we want to do is we want to reward excellence. And where we see great local partnerships, where we see the bar being raised for all students and achievement gap closing, we want to put a lot more money behind that. And we think so often great pilot programs are just that. They're making a difference, but they never get past the pilot. So if it's working for 1,000 students, we want to go to 2,000. If it's working for 500, we want to go to 1,000. And we want to support those places where communities are coming together. The other model that we're investing heavily on is trying to look at what Jeffrey Cannon has done with the Harlem Children's Zone and create an entire community around a school. Baby college, parents, everyone. If children aren't safe, they can't learn. If children aren't fed, they can't learn. If children can't see the blackboard, they can't learn. And we have $210 million in this year's budget to try and look at some things they've done and replicate that all over the country. Urban areas, suburban areas, rural areas. We hope in the next budget to get significantly more money on top of that. So we think community has a hugely important role to play, and we want to, again, find those excellent examples, take it to scale, and show the country what's possible.
Thank you very much. This would be a good place for me to say that on April the 22nd, my committee will be having a hearing. That will be our hearing that day. Will be on parent and community involvement. We're going to have people from communities and schools testifying at that time. But each of you got a card when you came in, I hope, if you didn't get one on the way out. I have set up a separate email site just for this. It's ESEA comments at harkin.senate.gov. So if you want to send emails to that and you want to talk about Afghanistan, or if you want to talk about zebras or whales and things like that, we'll dismiss it. But this is just for talking about your suggestions, your advice, your input on elementary and secondary education on this bill this year.
Will you please repeat that email address?
ESEA, elementary and secondary education. ESEA comments, 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 at harkin.senate.gov.